What's good, Chaotic Nation? It's your boy, Chaos here, and I've been thinking about all of the gyms in the Pokemon universe, and a lot of them really don't meet the typing they are based around. Now, I've taken the liberty of rearranging the gym leaders to represent their typing and their home regions more accurately. A lot of gym leaders tend to use Pokemon from older generations, or tend to use Pokemon that don't really quite match the typing, because they are evolutions of Pokemon that would be that type, or just don't have the type in general. And since Johto was the origin of this idea, I will be starting there today, and we will fix the Johto gyms. So sit back and relax as we dive in. And to clarify this video, I will be looking at the Heart Gold Soul Silver teams with some mentions of Gold, Silver, and Crystal along the way. Up first is Faulkner, who typically runs a level 9 Pidgey and a level 13 Pidgeotto. I've always thought this was a bit bland since there are so many new flying types in the Johto region, and to use one of the most common lines from Kanto kinda seems like you're cheating out some of the Johto mods. Faulkner's new team will contain a Natu and a Noctowl, replacing the Pidgey line. Natu is an underrated psychic and flying type that doesn't really get much love, and it is quite a unique typing for Johto, which would make it a really cool addition to his team. Noctowl makes sense for the ace because of its commonality, and a lot of people have it as one of their favorite Johto Pokemon, plus it makes sense because you can catch one early enough in the game to get it. And also, we don't have to worry about cheating with Noctowl evolving at level 20 and not being the right level in the gym, because Pidgeotto does the same thing. So if you're going to yell at him for a Noctowl, you also got to yell at him for Pidgeotto. Up next is Bugsy, who, like Faulkner, suffers from Kantoitis, since he has all Kanto Pokemon, including Metapod, Kakuna, and Scyther at levels 15 and 17 respectively. Again, Kanto overshadows some pretty forgotten bug Pokemon in the Johto region that really should be shown some love. Yanma, Pineco, and Ariados should be the replacements for his team. Yanma provides a faster approach, with Pineco being more defensive, so they really pair well together and kind of show the dynamic of Bug being fast and Bugs being slow. Ariados really fits into this team because in the Heart Gold Soul Silver gym, it is involved in the puzzles involving spiders traversing webs, and if that wasn't enough, the movable platforms that you ride on are based off of Spinarak, Ariados' pre-evolution, making even a further case that Ariados should fit in here. Now, I know that you couldn't choose Heracross and Scizor for other suitable ace Pokemon if you didn't want to run Scyther, but I chose to use Ariados because of the theme of the gym and because it really wouldn't get love anywhere else in the Johto region besides here. Nuzlocke Killer Whitney would like to destroy you next with her Clefairy and Miltank. Clefairy no longer really works for Whitney since it is a fairy type in later generations, and I know that Gen 4 didn't have the fairy typing, so technically it still was a normal type, but we could do better. Miltank makes a lot of sense. It is the first Johto Pokemon used by a gym leader in the Johto region, and since it is so iconic and destroying everybody, I thought I should leave it alone. Instead of Clefairy, Whitney will use Teddiursa and Aipom. Both of these Johto normal-type Pokemon match Whitney's cute theme, and are two really powerful Pokemon when they are fully evolved that could make a really cool appearance on a rematch team. I also find that a crime that Teddiursa was not originally placed in this gym because it's the epitome of cuteness in Johto. Don't at me. I also want to address that I gave Whitney a team of 3 here, since I don't think a logical progression of the games would reduce the number of Pokemon on a gym leader's team. Since Bugsy has 3 Pokemon, Whitney must at least have 3 Pokemon in my mind. Morty comes up next with his Ghost Pokemon, and again, like Faulkner, we see one Ghost-type evolutionary line from Kanto dominating his team. So I'm giving Morty a massive overhaul to improve his character. While Ghost makes sense for Morty based on the legends in Ecruteak City, I have decided to swap him to the underused Dark-type gym leader for my remaster. Morty's new team will now contain Murkrow, Houndoom, and Umbreon. Murkrow and Houndoom have roles later in the game with Team Rocket that really could be awesome for Morty to foreshadow. And I included Umbreon here because of the popularity of the evolution, and because of the new Dark type, which is primarily seen in Umbreon. Umbreon also showcases the day and night cycle, which have ties to legendaries because of the sun and the moon relating to Lugia and Ho-Oh, respectively. Sergeant Chuck is up next. No, not that one. Chuck is a fighting specialist with a Primeape and a Poliwrath as your 5th gym leader. Chuck, buddy, you need to actually build a team. No worries though, I will rectify this team with my own inserts. Give Chuck, Tyrogue, Heracross, and Hitmonchan. I had to use these specific mons since they're the only new fighting type Pokemon introduced in the Johto region. I do think Heracross would be a good option for Bugsy, as I mentioned earlier, but I kind of wanted to make each mon exclusive to one gym leader, so having Heracross both on Bugsy's and Chuck's team wouldn't work out in that regard. And since these are the only 3 fighting types, Heracross kind of had to be on Chuck's team, so sorry Bugsy. It also is really nice because Heracross provides a difference of more than 2 mons on the same evolutionary family, otherwise you would just have Tyrogue and Hitmontop, and nobody wants to see that. Jasmine is next, and we've got 2 Magnemites that need replaced. Steelix is fine because it is a Generation 2 Pokemon. I'm just concerned about having Magnemite when there are way better Steel types out there. Remember Bugsy's Scyther? Yeah, trade that to Jasmine so she has a Scizor. And she also could get a Skarmory, which is very much underrepresented. In fact, I thought it was a Generation 3 Pokemon for the longest time because you don't particularly see it anywhere in Johto. This revamp also really powers up Jasmine's team, so they are somewhat more menacing, having very defensive Pokemon as well as a powerhouse in Scizor. Price is next, and he has a Seal, Dugong, and Piloswine. Seal is a water type, sir. Not an ice type. Sheesh, Price. To fix Price, we need to add some more ice types to his team. Give Price Sneasel or Weavile, Delibird, Jinx, and Piloswine or Mamoswine. Weavile and Mamoswine depends on if you have the Generation 4 evolutions that came out in Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. You also might be wondering why I put Jinx on this team since I've kind of been trying to avoid Kanto Pokemon. Well, I've already used up all of the other ice types on his team from Johto, and you can't justify having a Smoochum on a 7th gym leader's team. So while Jinx is a Kanto Pokemon, it does represent a Johtomon as its evolution, and thus fits on Price's team. Claire is the last gym leader of Johto, and honestly, I cannot think of a way to make Claire better. As a Dragon Master with direct ties to Lance, there kinda isn't another typing we could give Claire. I mean, she lives next to the dragon, then the whole point of Blackthorn City is dragons, so changing her typing really doesn't make sense. And we really can't change her team too much because she has both dragon evolutionary lines. I mean, the only other thing we could do is give her a Dragonite, and do we really want to do that with this team? So I think it's best just to leave it as it is. Thanks for watching today's video. I hope you've enjoyed, and let me know what you think of the changes I've made to these gym leaders in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more content from me. Thanks for watching, and again, until next time, I'm Chaos, signing off. Stay safe, and as always, burn it up.